This is a huge week for sports, though, with playoffs, contracts being signed, and this weekend carries it on, man.
Guys,
Finally,
we are
getting Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Davis. I cannot believe this. I'm so excited for this fight.
Wait, are you this is one of the matches I might want to buy. Would you buy it?
It's called illegal streaming.
This guy, man. What are you talking about?
Buying things.
I mean, yeah. I'm buying the fight.
Damn it, bro.
Yeah. I'm buying that.
Free previews?
We do.
You don't
we
watch
don't
free previews?
condone illegal previews.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. No, I'm buying that fight, man.
Bro. We buy that
We
shit.
don't do that shit, bro.
I'm buying that fight, man. Yeah.
We buy a $10 illegal service from India, which shows 35,000 channels, and that will show us the fight.
Guys.
Yeah. Going back to the fight, though. This is actually huge fight.
I actually want to talk about this. I want to talk about this.
Dude, this fight's been... I'm surprised this is even happening. Because boxing has had such a problem with people...
promoters.
Yeah, with promotions not making the fights that people want to see. And I think that's a huge problem compared to the UFC. Because UFC, we always get the fights that people want to see. Because if you lose in the UFC, you're not done. People don't care that much if you lose once or twice or three times, as long as they're seeing good fights. In boxing, there's this horrible stigma that you have to have an undefeated record to be considered a great. And so that's why people fight scrubs their whole way, get to 30-0, and then everyone then wants them to see bigger fights. And they're not going to take them because then
they're afraid of that record.
Yeah. So that's why so-and-so has to go here, and it's going to be really, really good.
But I think it's going to be, and what you just said is a definition of Gervonta Davis, which is why I think Ryan Garcia is going to win.
Because I have Ryan Garcia winning this.
Yeah, because this is why. Because Gervonta Davis, he was the one who fought people way below his weight class, not in a literal sense, weight class in the sense of how skillful he is and how good he is, but he racked up those wins fighting people who are way below him, bro. And Ryan Garcia said this, and it was during a trash talk event, granted, but what he said was facts. It was dude, you've been fighting people and you're scared to fight people actually at your level, while Ryan Garcia is fighting people at his level, the guy.
I don't know about that. Also, I wouldn't say Ryan Garcia is not padding his record. I'll say it is.
That's not what I'm saying. But the last 3 or 4 fights that he's had, yes, he's proved to knock him out. But going into it, it wasn't he was a clear cut favorite. Right.
And he's the underdog in this right now. Davis is the favorite to win. Okay. Yeah, and by quite a bit actually. It's a 70% bet line. Yeah,
and I think this is gonna be awesome because De La Hoya, right? Oscar De La Hoya, who's a major boxing promoter now. He was a really good boxer. He's a promoter now.
Yeah.
This is his main guy. Every Ari was saying, everyone has that. The reason promoters don't do this is because every promotion company has one fighter who they prize. That's their guy. They don't want to ruin anything, and that's their guy. And so I think it's gonna be bad because if he ends up losing, it's bad for the promotions, bad for the promoters, bad for the fighter. So I think I'm taking Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, but this is also just an important fight because it's one of the few times we're getting a fight that everyone wants to see, which is why sales are going to be huge on this. They have to be, because if sales don't work out well on this, or insanely
the boxing industry,
what incentive do they have then to make the fights people want to see? They can keep fighting scrubs, keep padding the record, and no one's going to care.
But there's a lot of promotion going on with this compared to other fights, for sure.
But it's also the most not the most expensive, but it's a very expensive pay-per-view. Normally it's just $60. It's $85, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, which is a huge increase. That's a huge
fight, though.
Yeah, it's 85.
Both of them have a lot on the line, so
it is. But these days, I don't think they can. I think it's just kind of ignorant to raise prices of pay-per-views in this age. You're just asking for people to not pay it.
Yeah, that's a good point.
$60 is already a lot.
Yeah,
but I feel that's just us.
The one thing is that
fans would pay
if someone's dropping 60, they're willing to drop 80. That's the thing.
Yeah.
If someone,
also most of the time it's not one person. People watching big groups, so you split it, so it's not too bad.
Exactly. So it's not too bad.
When I think there is a point in raising it for them, at least financially for them.
Also, depending. Yeah, sorry, no shooting.
No, that's basically it. You're gonna get 80. You're gonna get people to pay 80 if they're paying 60.
Yeah, and also just depending on how the fight goes, this could be a trilogy fight. This could be a rematch for sure. If unless it's a knockout.
I'm pretty sure right now the contract says that the only way a rematch happens in the contract right now is if Garcia wins. The contract's built entirely in Tank's favor.
Really?
Wow.
Well, yeah, I mean, first of all, they're
In
draining
Tank's
Ryan
favor.
Garcia
Oh,
dry, like because I mean he has to like come down to meet weight for him, and then also like he has a 10-pound rehydration clause.
What does that mean?
So you know how like you can like
Oh yeah,
sweat out
after
a
they
lot of
after
weight?
the weigh-in.
Yeah,
After the
weigh-in, you
weigh-in,
can only go
and
10.
then you can't go up more than 10 pounds before the fight. So
Okay.
you can't
Yeah.
just like lose water.
Dude, fights, honestly, I don't like the way weigh-ins work. Fights should happen the
Yeah.
day of the weigh-in.
Yeah.
I know there's like reasons why they do it beforehand. It's like because you have like these weird issues with different weight classes and whatnot. But honestly, having weigh-ins happen X amount of time before a fight just causes that like, weight difference. What you don't need a 10-pound water clause. The issue then becomes like, oh, you can cancel a fight before it occurs. But like you can have set weigh-ins beforehand that aren't the official weigh-in. That just you can tell whether or not someone's on track to hit a certain weight or not.
It's also just extra marketing though, because at some point they just get to go like they get to go face to face one time before the fight again, and they just it's half the time it's like the weigh-ins like 30 seconds, and then they just trash talk for the whole rest of the time.
I mean, you realize the weigh-ins that we see aren't the actual weigh-ins, right? They waited it before that.
Yeah. It's just free marketing.
That's just for show.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't do that. Because
Either
imagine
way.
on the stage they see that they're overweight and they didn't make it, and then they're like, "Shit, I guess we're not fighting." Like, they can just do that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got
But
Garcia.
who do you all have on that?
Garcia.
Despite everything kind of being stacked against him, I still think Ryan Garcia is going to win that.
Dude, he's actually a skilled fighter. Like when he
Tank's
came
just
in,
an asshole, man. Like,
No, Tank's a good fighter, bro.
So
Come
he's a
on.
very good
he's a
fighter.
good
Very good
fighter, but like
It's
the fact that
literally
still
Floyd's
given the
prodigy,
fact that
like-
what were their original weight? What were their original weights? Was it what
Garcia's coming down.
260?
Garcia goes. He fights super heavy, super lightweight. I think it's like 140. He fights.
And what's he at right now?
136 actually exactly.
Yeah, 136 is what they're fighting at this time. I think he fights normally like 145 or 140.
Okay.
Oh,
So
shit.
like regardless, I still think that like Garcia is just a good fighter. I think he can still win when they're coming down to that weight. Who's coming down more?
Garcia.
Garcia.
Tank's not going down. They're meeting at Tank's.
They're
weight.
meeting at Tank's weight.
That's even crazy that in the contract that only if Garcia wins they're gonna do.
It's not surprising. I mean, Tank's the A side, so you got to make the rules, man.
He's the what?
Yeah.
He's the A side,
What does that mean?
meaning he has the power in
Like,
like the
he's the-
contract
And the
'Cause he's
contract.
the-
Why is that?
because he's the more dominant fighter. He's going to bring in more attention. He's the A side. He's higher ranked.
I didn't
So
know that. Okay.
It's not like an official thing. Like, oh, this guy's labeled the A side. It's just
Whoever has like more of a
He has more pull on it. Same way,
Yeah.
same reason for like why Tyson Fury will get paid more if he fights someone than his opponent because he's the A side. He's more popular. He's going to do more of the selling. He's the reason people are going to watch the fight. So he's going to make more. The contract's going to be more in his favor.
Yeah, I mean, generally, I think they're both very skilled fighters. But I think as long as like Ryan Garcia plays to his assets and just keeps his distance, plays like the long game, I think he'll win by points.
And one thing
I don't see a
noticed-
knockout happening here.
I don't. See a
I do-
knockout.
I don't think
knocked out.
Ryan Garcia would knock him out. I think Tank would knock out Garcia if there's a knockout.
Really? Okay. Well, the reason I think
I
Garcia
think
would knock him out,
he could close
is-
that gap and get in there, man.
But I think I think Garcia has the reach. Number one, number two, he has this thing he does, which obviously Tank knows, but like it's like he fakes the left hand hook multiple times to draw the defender or to draw the fighter in, and then he uses the right hand to hook. And so like that like kind of disguise I think will work well, especially in the heat of the moment. Kind of like all the film kind of goes away, and it's more of just like how you're reacting to. Like,
I mean, I feel like that's like a pretty common feint, though. It's just his speed is very
Yeah.
impressive, though. Like,
Yeah.
for
like
sure.
have you seen the thing where you don't see you? I think it was a left hook.
Yeah,
you
yeah, I
actually
saw that.
don't see it. Like you don't
Yeah.
see
Yeah.
it. hit
It just
it looks like
it
it just
shows
falls.
up next to him.
Like you have to put it in slow motion to actually see the hand. Like you don't see it.
Dude.
It's actually insane.
It's like a frame and a half before his arms
Yeah.
up there. It's
Also-
crazy.
Also, like, those I think it was one of the trash talk events where like Tank went like this a little bit and he like dodged it, like full on dodged.
I
it.
mean, no, but
That
that
was
wasn't
funny.
like that.
Oh yeah, I mean, it wasn't fast or anything. Like
Yeah, but it was
He
still
moved
like,
it like so slowly at him. Yeah.
I don't know.
yeah.
No, but I'm so excited.
I'm
for
hyped.
that. That's gonna be.
I think
I
it's
also
so
just
I-
like Ryan Garcia, dude. He's just like I just like his like
He's
it's just something
Eh,
about the
he-
almost
personality.
I don't
He's
really
kind of
like
a
him
dick.
either.
He's
I
kind
don't
of a
really
dick.
like
But
that.
Gervonta Davis is way more of a dick. He's such
Most
an
likely,
asshole,
yeah.
man.
Okay, yeah.
Really?
He's such a bad. I mean, bro, he was literally like. Do you remember all the random stuff that happened just before this fight was made about like him and his like, was it his girlfriend or something? Like,
No idea.
wasn't he like accused of some shit? I forgot. Probably.
way,
I don't know. I don't want to
really.
bring up shit if he wasn't. I might be misremembering.
bro.
He just hates Gervonta Davis so much that he just wants to accuse him of random stuff.
No, I'm pretty sure there was something against him, but I don't know. Yeah.
Well, if you all have
Anyways,
Garcia,
guys.
I guess that's 4-0.
Yeah, I'm
That's
really
4-0
surprised
Garcia.
everyone's going for Ryan Garcia. He's like a pretty heavy underdog in this.
I think it all comes down to, like I said, it's like if he plays to his assets, he sticks to his strategy. I think it'll be all right. But anyways, we all got Garcia. Tune into the fight. It's going to be great. We're all going to be watching it.